before 2020, everybody except for a few people like me unanimously agreed that Cars 2 was the absolute worst Pixar movie ever made. Some people liked Cars 2. Some people hate, and a lot of people hated Cars 2. But 2022 released, Pixar made one movie, and that was Lightyear. It flopped, no one watched it, and it was a failure. Lightyear came out, no one watched it, essentially. So Lightyear came out, nobody cared about it, nobody watched it, nobody went to go see it. Okay, but only 13% of people gave a good or a great rating to Lightyear, which is abysmal for Pixar. This again, let's remember, Pixar was the gold standard of animation. Listen, Pixar delivered classic stories. Why would a Pixar movie be so low? That wasn't, of course, Cars 2. Why would Pixar, the quote-unquote greatest company in animation history, produce such a hated movie? And then 2023 came around. Elemental. Elemental is Pixar's newest movie. And it seems that our scores for Elemental, because you have negative, mixed reactions, which is putting the movie as mid. Most people put the movie as mid, like with Turning Red and Cars 2. And only 28% of people, yes, a mere 28% of people said that Elemental was good. That is lower than Cars 2. Yes, Cars 2 is considered better than Elemental. So you have scores for The Flash, which actually The Flash has gone up to 50%, which means Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania still is the worst superhero movie of 2023. But then we have Pixar's Elemental. Pixar's Elemental has actually dropped to 27%. That's abysmal for Pixar. The fact that Pixar's Elemental, is at 27 should concern Pixar. This is a movie that won't have very good word of mouth. And most people are saying the movie is mediocre to bad, which is around 70% of people. This is bad for Pixar in all ways. 73% of people either thought the movie was average or mediocre or mid, as that classification goes, and combine it with the negative reactions, which is 21%, adds to 33% not positive reactions. This score is so low that even Cars 2 is higher. So we have the Cars 2 reviews. Cars 2 is at a 32%. Cars 2 negative reactions are saying around, I think are around a bit higher, but the mediocre reactions are around 46%. Similar amount of people voted for Cars 2. Okay, and the consensus for Cars 2, it wasn't a very good movie. Some people might say the movie's underrated, but most of the people did not like Cars 2. Okay, but Elemental still is a lower positive reaction than Cars 2, saying at 27%. The only movie that is considered worse is Lightyear, which still is at 17%. This is very, very bad for Pixar, because these scores cannot be rigged by Disney. These scores cannot be rigged by Disney and the Walt Disney Company. That's the thing. These scores cannot be rigged. Okay? They cannot. Okay? Disney cannot rig the scores, so Elemental has a 7.3 out of 10. Okay? So Elemental has a high score. Even on Metacritic, the average score is 3.4 of 38 total ratings. Okay? Ours is out of 140 votes, but this is very bad for Elemental. Very bad for Pixar. Okay? Without the rigged Disney scores, the opinions on this movie are very bad and are very low. So Elemental is yet another failure for Pixar and Disney. It seems that Pixar, the quote-unquote greatest animation studio ever, isn't really anymore, and is losing the animation crown to Universal's companies. As much as Disney As much as the animation YouTube likes to cringe at the thought of Illumination being the biggest animation studio, well, we're going to have to be in a world where Illumination is the number one of animation. They are the ones that had the highest grossing anime movies of 2022 and 2023. And actually the highest grossing movie of this year so far. So Pixar Elemental has failed. And Disney has failed as well. Goodbye.